Yay! Oh my gosh. You guys, how many times have I tried to start this live stream this evening? I lost track. Seriously. I turned on the router, turned off the router, turned on the phone, turned off the phone, shut down the Facebook app. I mean, if I was going to be stopped, I was going to be stopped. But that's how unstoppable I am. So here we are, you all. We are together tonight, and we are going to dive right into something incredible. So what I'm hoping is that you are fired up. And if you need to turn down your volume, go for it. I've been told that I shout a lot, which I can't help doing because I am fired up. And guess what? I don't really freaking care if people think I shout. So if you're one of those people that thinks I'm shouting at you, you're right. I am. I am that fired up for you, and I am holding that potential for you. And so what I want you to do is turn down your volume if it's too loud, right? Okay, thank you. So here we go. We are going to rock and roll. I've been reading some personal development, which shouldn't come as a surprise, right? Like whenever I'm talking with people, they'll ask me, tell me about some type of challenge they're facing, and boom, I can rattle off a book that's going to change their lives if they read it and apply it. And so that's because I am a reader. Leaders are readers. You should be reading something now. What are you reading? Type it in the comments. Let's see. What are you reading? I am generally reading 5, count them 5 books at a time. Did you know the average American after they graduate college read less than 5 books in their lifetime? Hello. That's crazy to me. Now, here's the thing. I don't even care if I read the book in order. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I'll just open it up and I'll go from there. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today is, are you good? Are you great, or are you unstoppable? Now, the thing is with this, you can choose which category you fall into at any one time, and you can make changes so that you can become unstoppable. The unstoppable person creates success. They go after it. They are tenacious. They have drive. They're relentless, and they've got grit. Excellence. They have the highest standard of excellence for themselves. They are obsessed with doing their best. There is no reason that they will fall short unless it's because they hold themselves back. That is how someone becomes unstoppable. And that's how they succeed. So where do you fall? Are you good? Are you great? Are you unstoppable? What are you right now? Write it down, and let's see where we can take you tonight, because tonight's your night to draw the line in the sand and no longer be available for whatever it was that you were in 2017. Because here's the thing, you all, I didn't have it perfectly easy. I didn't come into this world with utter confidence. You may not know this about me, but I had such high anxiety as a child. I had what was called school anxiety. No, that wasn't it. School phobia. That's what it was. School phobia. And I missed half of my 6th grade year as a result because I was like, bleh, so like I couldn't get it together to even go to school. Here's what I actually think was happening. I was such an intuitive person, an empath, like I can feel the energy in the room. I can feel where people are at, right? But as a child, I didn't know how to deal with that. And to be honest, our school system doesn't teach it either. So that was me then. Right? And through my lifetime, I had to cultivate my gifts and personality traits to become the person that I am so that I don't care what other people think about me. Because when I was a child, that definitely played a role. And that school phobia followed me through my entire school career. Like I would have, I would revisit that every single year. Oh, it was horrible. But here's the thing. I realized that I have a really high standard of excellence for myself, and I become obsessed with my goal. There's nothing that's going to stop me when I set a goal. Do you feel that level of commitment and focus? Because a person who's unstoppable, they must make the decision to focus. They must make the decision to eliminate the distractions. Those of us who are unstoppable don't have time for other people's drama and opinions, because here's the truth, you all. Their opinions will never pay your bills. Drop that in the comments if you believe it. Their opinions will never pay your bills. So when you fall prey to other people's opinions and their gossip, you just sell yourself short, right? That's like pouring water on that fire. And I want you to make the decision today to expect success, right? It is coming. It is your birthright. It is happening. Expect success. It's not, oh, let's see, I'll try, what if, I don't know, maybe. No, that person is not unstoppable. That person will be derailed all the time. Okay? And those people will always be the ones complaining in your ear to try and keep you from achieving your level of unstoppable success because they gave up on their dreams. Do you all know people like that? Oh yeah, Kevin, fired up. I'm telling you, fired up. I even said when I started this video, warning, turn down your volume. Some people say I yell. I don't care because I am authentically me. And when I'm in the zone, I'm in the zone. And I know how to even get myself in the zone. I'll tell you what, today, big ups, big downs, right? And I was like not in the zone earlier this evening. And I thought to myself, you know what? I've got a message and I need to share it. And so I am going to turn on the tunes. I'm going to do the dance party. I got myself ready. I've even had feedback before where people make fun of me because I put on makeup before I do live video. As if that's going to stop me. Who cares, right? So that's what I do. Dancing around, listening to the tunes. I turned them down in the background here. I don't even think you can hear them now because I'm so fired up. But I know how to get myself in the zone. Do you know? Drop your answer in the comments. Do you know how to get yourself in the zone? Because when you're in the zone, you're unstoppable. That fire is lit, right? And here's the thing. I want you to take ownership and responsibility for whatever it is that you are creating or not creating in your life, right? So if you have big goals and you're not hitting them, don't blame somebody else for it, right? It's probably something that you're doing or thinking. And I've had a lot of turnaround mentorship calls lately where I am talking with people about how they're derailing their businesses because of someone's opinion about them. Hello. That person's opinion does not matter, does it? Because that opinion will never pay your bills. And so here's the thing. Somebody is going to have an opinion of you because, like I said earlier, they already gave up on their dreams. And if they've given up on their dreams, they want the people that they're around to give up on their dreams too because it's more comfortable for everyone. Do you see that pattern now? So you take a good hard look in the mirror and you tell yourself, where are you self-sabotaging? Where are you going into distraction? Where are you allowing something to derail you again? And I'm going to ask you, this year, are you available for that? If you're not, make the decision. But here's the thing, you got to write stuff down. I have this notebook here. I wrote 5 pages tonight before I did the video so that when we went live, I wouldn't get off track, but also to prove to you that writing things down is critical to success. Okay, I don't care what your business is. I really don't care. I don't care. This is a fact. It's been proven again and again and again that people who write things down that have a vision for what they want to create in the world, and they know they're meant to create it, right? So, for example, for me, one of my big, how do you say, big missions in life is to give big, right? I've always had this heart for giving, especially to the sick, the poor, the widow. And that has been a big mission. I had an awakening, I will call it an epiphany, in my journaling one day that I was playing small and embarrassed and too loud and too happy and too pretty. Like, I get told these things, like, stop shining so bright, right? And so I'm like, oh my gosh, if I listen to those lies, then I don't create the business that creates the income that can then rain down the blessings to the people who need it in this world. So that was a big aha awareness for me, was I needed to take a step back and look in the mirror and say, you're allowing other people to pour the water on your fire, which is therefore taking you out of the game and how you can give in the world, right? And I know that you have heard the verse, don't hide your light under the bushel basket. Hello, to me, this is what that means. Can I get an amen on that? So I want you to make the decision watching this video today that you are now obsessed with excellence. And I mean obsessed. This will show up in how you think. the way that you feel. This will show up in the action that you choose to take and sometimes do not take. Now, this is what gets very challenging for people. I don't use the word hard, do I? If you know me, we don't use that word hard. We don't use that word try either, okay? We just do. So what I want you to think about is when you're obsessed with excellence and you're holding yourself to the highest standard of excellence, where do you allow your mind to go? Because if you allow your mind to go all over the map, right, with self-doubt, with contributing to other people's drama, that's going to never, never, never take you to that highest standard of excellence. So I want you to understand that it's very important to be committed to excellence, right? That will help you to commit to being unstoppable. Learn to be unstoppable, because if you don't feel like you're unstoppable yet and you're lacking some confidence and you have self-doubt, then this is one of those ways that you can start to gain the confidence, is make the decision that you have the highest standard of excellence in the way that you think, in being proactive rather than reactive and emotionally derailing and blowing up at somebody, or road rage. Who gets road rage? Like, no more of that. Who cares? Like, who cares? We're all going somewhere at the same amount of time. Allow other people to pull in front of you. Does it really matter, right? And I used to be a person who would get pissed when I drive. So, but here's the thing too. This is what I learned reading an incredible new book. Where did I set it? It's by Tim Grover. You may know him. He's a coach for professional athletes. My dear friend Blair sent it to me. But basically, he said we all have a dark side, right? We all have this part of ourselves that we want to keep hidden and not admit to. So one of mine was being reactive. I could blow up and get so pissed and like swearing. Yes, I could. And that was my dark side. It is my dark side. A lot of people don't even want to admit what their dark side is. If you want to be brave and share it in the comments, feel free. Be my guest. But the dark side is what you can access to drive you towards being unstoppable, towards excellence. Do you see that? Like, if you just turn that energy, that dark side energy, and you channel it into what you're meant to create in this world, you channel it into creating the drive that's going to make you unstoppable, that's your fuel. Do you see that? Like, that can truly fuel you to go for it and get in the zone. So real quick, I want to share with you all what someone who is good, what some of their traits are. They are generally careful, right? They are waiting for direction. They can't handle too much stress. They're kind of just like waiting in the wings, just kind of hoping that it happens. Let's just hope. Maybe I'm in the right place at the right time. I mean, are you guilty? I know I used to play that game. I used to hope that I would win the lottery. I did. I hoped that I would win the lottery. Like, okay, I know a lot of Americans do. Otherwise, it wouldn't be trillion-dollar business out there creating all that revenue, because people are spending it hoping that they win the lottery. Those people probably won't go past just being good in their lives, because they're just waiting for direction and they can't handle too much stress, and they tend to get wrapped up in what's going on in the news and in our culture, right? Now, somebody who is great, they can handle some stress, but they seek attention and credit, and they are very aware of what everybody else is doing, and they are very aware of everyone's opinions, and they tend to have a lot of opinions as well, and can create doubt among organizations or groups of friends or in their community. These people that are great, they can succeed, so they can be tricky, right? They can trick you into thinking they got it made. However, they tend to spin off into drama and negativity. So be forewarned. There are people like that influencing you today. Am I right? You think they're successful. They create this doubt in you, right? And you feel like they're judging you, and so you don't want to, you're like walking on eggshells, you don't want to step on their toes. And so then you don't do anything, and you just kind of shrink back. And I'm telling you, those people can be very confusing. So watch for red flags. watch for red flags. These are the people that you're going to have to talk yourself into again and again and again, continuing having a relationship with. Right? Am I right? If you know what I'm talking about, drop a comment below, because this is very common in our society, because it's a lot easier not to be the one who is unstoppable. It's a lot easier to be one of those people in the group that create drama, gossip, negativity, because then that person isn't truly shining and holding themselves accountable to their highest level, right? They're not shining, and so therefore they're going to try and pull you down. So think about this. Are you allowing people like that to take away from your future? The people that are like that in your life today, which I can see there's a lot of people that know a lot of people like this I'm talking about, that they will never care, really, ultimately, if you succeed or fail. They will never be the ones either that pay your bills. So why do you let them have so much influence over you? Why? Why? If you're brave enough to drop in the comments, go ahead. But it's a true awareness when you wake up and say, hang on, I'm allowing someone's opinion of me to tank my business. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So my hope for you is that in watching this video, you wake up and you say, all right, I now see the signs. I'm not going to allow this to play out in my life again, because here's the thing. My guess is this isn't the only time a person has shown up in their life and helped you derail in this way, right? By being negative, and really like pulling your energy out of your business and your focus. Make sure that you pay attention to red flags in the future, because you will cross paths with other people like this in your life. I guarantee it. It's just our journey here on earth, okay? And that's why I always love Romans 12:2, commit to the daily renewal of your mind. Commit to the daily renewal of your mind. Otherwise, we fall prey to popular culture and the opinion of others, okay? Commit to the daily renewal of your mind. I mean, it should just rattle right off your tongue. Now, how do you get in the zone? Because the get in the zone component is something that will strengthen your ability to be unstoppable. If you derail and you get frustrated, you hit a challenge, you take something personally, which, by the way, taking things personally, no more. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's never about you. So don't take things personally. If people don't reply to you, who cares? If people don't, or if they ignore your message, who cares? If they say something negative about you behind your back and you hear about it, who cares? Don't take it personally. Hurting people hurt people, right? Sad people want other people to be sad. That's just human nature. It's like sheep. They want to be with other sheep of their own kind. So stop being one of those sheep. So when you're in the zone, you are unstoppable. So I'm going to ask you, what works for you? How do you go from being derailed to getting back in the zone? How do you go from being derailed to getting back in the zone? For me, I read personal development and I get out my journal and I write. Then I crank up the dance party music and I am back. Like literally it can take me about 5 to 10 minutes to go from feeling down in the dumps to back on. I mean, that's why I came online tonight, because I was feeling down in the dumps and I needed to get back on track. And so I thought to myself, all right, this is what I'm teaching. I'm going to implement it and see what happens. So that's what I did. I read my my new book that Blair sent me. Somebody share this with Blair and share it into your Facebook groups. But Relentless, Tim Grover, love this book. And notice, From Good to Great to Unstoppable. Basically, everything I'm sharing with you from here really resonated with me as I read through this book. So good, you guys. So here's the deal. Like, we have to be authentically ourselves, because when you feel like yourself and you can be who you are and who God designed you to be, then you can shift everything. You can get back into the zone very quickly rather than worrying about what other people think of you. Do you see? So magical. And it's almost formulaic. Since I teach my kids math at homeschool, it's like a formula, a math formula. It always comes out true if you do it right. Okay, so here's the other challenge for you. Surround yourself with people that believe in you. Okay? If you're surrounding yourself with the doubters and the critics, they're going to try and pull you back down and shut down your dreams because they're not living their dreams. Okay? So surround yourself with the people that believe in you. The critics will take you down as they haven't been brave enough to follow their own dreams. Reagan, why are you not journaling? You know that you should be because you've heard me say it 50 million times on every single video I've ever made. Why are you not journaling? And this I say to so many of you. You complain about your business, you're stuck in your business, and then I say, what are you writing in your journal? What are you reading? And you're like, nothing and nothing. And I say, your business today is a result of all of these things you've been doing or haven't been doing over the last 6 to 12 months. Yes, Laura, crabs in the bucket. Oh my gosh, I shared that story just today on a call. That's too funny. You and I are like this. So now, failure. Let's discuss a few of these other challenges that people form in their minds, right? Failure. You only fail when you decide that you have failed. Do you see that? You only fail when you decide that you have failed, right? Like I'm such a loser, or I'm such a failure, or nobody likes me. Guess what? You say those things, you're painting that picture. Those are the people that you will attract, the people that doubt you, the people that think you are a loser and they'll treat you like a loser. You see? What we think about will come about. Type that in the comments. What we think about will come about. What you focus on grows. You want to create, you want to be positive, you want to be abundant. Where does your thinking need to be? Set that timer on your phone to go off multiple times per day and figure out where your mindset is. Where are you emotionally? Where's your spiritual compass in that moment when it randomly dings? I dare you to do that over the next 48 hours and check in with what's going on up here. You want to be unstoppable? You discipline what's going on up here. Because what you think will lead to how you feel, which will lead to those actions that you take or you don't take, the words that you use or don't use. Do you see? This is how we create our lives. So we've got to really focus on what we allow to happen up here. Oh yes, Laura, I haven't said that in so long. Get mad about what you want. Make a decision. Get mad, right? Make a decision. Wendy says, download the app Habit Minder. It's so good. Love it. Okay, now, I want you to, if you're looking back over the last year and you feel like you failed and your business isn't where you want it to be, I want you to say, it is never over. Okay? Type it in the comments. It is never over. You get to create a new strategy. Copy those who have gone before you. Don't copy those or model the doubters or the posers. We know who the posers are, right? They're the people who are talking the talk but not walking the walk. They just wow, wow, wow all the time, blah, blah, blah. Okay? There are posers in every industry. I know you know. So, right? Think about this. Who are you following? Who do you allow to influence you? And if you're not surrounded by people that are uplifting and inspiring, Gina says it's not over till it's over. Yes, it's never over. That's right, Rebecca. So think about it. If you're not surrounding yourself with these people that are rock stars, unstoppable, focused, they're visionaries, they're fired up, they've got energy, they're excited, they're happy, they're on a mission. These are the people you want to surround yourself with. If you don't surround yourself with those people in your real life and you don't know people like that, well, get out and meet some people. Follow some people online. Read the books. Listen to podcasts. Listen to audiobooks. Watch my videos. I have people tell me all the time, they click save on my videos and they come back and watch them later and they get fired up. Now, this is one of those videos that will do that for you. This video tonight that I'm making, you can come back to my page and click a little link. I think it says save. Laura knows, right, Laura? You can click a little link that says save video and access it on your phone under your saved links. Did you know this? So cool. So here's the thing. Now that you have made the decision that you're going to create a new strategy, you're creating a new strategy for the way you show up, the way you think, I want you to also throw out the word try. No more try. You either do or you don't do. Do you see that? Just saying that you're trying is leaving an open door to failure. Okay? Just saying that you're trying leaves an open door to failure. No more trying. I want you either to say, I'm doing it, or I'm not doing it, or I'm choosing not to do it, but don't say, I am trying. It's just not serving you. It's not serving you. You're like a hamster on a wheel, and it's spinning around, spinning around, spinning around, spinning around, and I'm trying, until finally that hamster wheel kicks you and spins you off, right? And you end up in the corner, all sad and tired and not sure why it didn't work for you, and then you blame it on something. I know, because I used to do that myself. I mean, did any of you? This little thing right here is annoying me. I wish it was straight, like this side. Yes, Try has left the building, Kelly says. So, I have 2 more awesome points I want to leave you with, and then I'm going to give a shout out of some of the promoters that are rocking their businesses. They have vision and they're unstoppable, and I'm going to have you tag them because I want them to watch this video so that they continue to grow their businesses and become more and more unstoppable. All right? So here it is. You can miss a meal if you have to, but don't miss a book. Type that in the comments. You can miss a meal if you have to, but don't miss a book. Now, personal development for the unstoppable entrepreneur is a #1 requirement. We do not sabotage our businesses by not doing our personal development. Like, it's just non-negotiable. I am doing it every single day. How many of you are doing your personal development every single day? Laura says, read more, eat less. Got it. Yes, Laura, will eating more create a life of freedom? No. You can miss a meal if you have to, but don't miss a book. I always say, no viewing while chewing. That's our family rule. No viewing while chewing. So no iPads or books or television shows or whatever if we're eating a meal together. If I eat alone, though, I do take that time to pull out one of my books and with my journal, and I'm just eating. Like sometimes, if I eat lunch by myself or whatever. In fact, tonight that's what happened because Rob went out with his friends. So I use that time for my personal development. Hello, no wonder I'm fired up right now. Okay, and then finally, I love this. College will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. ... if you take action. Okay, college will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune if you take action. Think about that. Incredible and so true. I always feel like I've gotten a PhD in personal development over the years. But yes, it has created a fortune, right? This is so true. So now I'm going to give a shout out. So I want you to tag anyone that I name here because I want them to save this video so that they can access this information as they become more and more unstoppable in their businesses. Okay? So tag them in the comments. You know that little icon where you can, the little person in the plus, just tag these people. Okay, so I think we say Amber Sachs. It's Aymer Sachs. Simone Edward. Jen Norris. Heather Bradshaw Martin. Gabby Rudisil. Jennifer Rudisil. Denise Lohr. Melissa Walker Linkhouse. Jana Wondra, Ashley Chamberlain, Laura Becker, and Michaela Lowry. I hope that I said all of your names right. I am so proud of you for your focus and your vision, and I know you have what it takes to become unstoppable. It's just a matter of building the habit. So if that means that you take your calendar and you buy a pack of stickers the next time you go to the grocery store, and just like when I was a teacher, the kids that had the habit that I wanted to cultivate in the classroom, they would put their sticker on the calendar. Guess what? I did that when I started out my Thrive experience as well. I did a sticker for every day so that I got into the habit of taking Thrive every day. So why not do that with this? Okay, as you are watching this video, take lots of notes. If you need to watch it more than once, we have a ton of people, they always say, I watch your videos again and again, and I take notes, I listen, I take notes. And here's the thing, that taking notes process helps you to learn it. The next step is implementing it, and then the final step is teaching it. And that's when it really becomes part of who you are, right? You are unstoppable. You were designed to be unstoppable. You were designed to create a life of freedom for yourself, but also for others. And through showing up and doing this work together, that's how we do that together, because this is a movement, right? And we're unstoppable. 2018 is your year. 2018 is my year. You should see my vision board now. It has got huge goals on it. Oh, good, Ryan. I see that you stayed on to the end. Thanks for the hearts. So I'm loving that you guys are all still on. Do you have any questions before we hang up? And did you get everyone tagged? Hopefully so. I'll share this on the post where we did that. Yes, Amanda and Anne. In fact, in the comments, Tamara has a great idea. Shout out someone that you know that has a goal and has achieved it recently. Type it in the comments. Who has done that? Let's see their names. I don't think we shout people out enough. We just don't, right? So let's talk about all of the people that are doing an amazing thing in their business. So if you want to type their names and tag anybody, even those who I didn't shout out. I only shouted out some of those because I had done a post in my private group and people had already commented with their names. So I wrote them down and brought them to, whoops, you can't even see it, to this live stream. Yes. So if you have anyone that you want to shout out that I didn't name, post it in the comments. I think that's a good idea. All right. So thanks for watching this. If you made it to the end, go ahead and say, I made it to the end. And if you are watching the replay later, type replay. I love to see who catches these videos because I love to watch you all in your businesses and growing your business and support you. And a lot of the times it's through our conversations that I get my aha moments. I go and learn and then I come back and teach. So that's my thing here. Yes, Josie made it to the end. Yay. Hey, Dana, you did too. Awesome, awesome. All right, you all. Thank you, and I love ya. Thanks, Kevin. Hope you guys thaw out there in Maryland. We got a foot of snow in the last 12 hours. It's incredible here. But yes, excited. I just made, oh, by the way, who's coming to Florida? If you're coming to the Up Level Retreat, I want to see your comment. I'm coming to the Up Level Retreat. And I want you to know that I just made a video while I was waiting for my internet to connect to do this video. I'm sending out a video to you. So it's coming in your email, so watch for that. Okay? All right, coming soon. I got to just get it uploaded and then I'll send it out, send it your way. Okay, love you all. Thanks, Maren, for watching. Thank you, Amy, Callie. Love you, love you, love you. I want you all to go to bed and get a good night's sleep because we are going to be running hard the next 8 weeks and I need you rested because we are on a mission together. There is none of us will be left behind, okay? None of us, I'm not going to let your light go out. Your light will not go out during the next 8 weeks. You are on a mission. We are doing this together. Am I right? Type that in the comments. I am on a mission. We're doing this together. Good, Kevin's coming. Yes, I can't wait. So, Gina, we'll see you in Florida, friend. And Tamar, yay. Okay, so, gosh, you guys, I just could hang out here and talk to you. Well, who cares? I can. Doesn't matter. I don't have to go anywhere. People don't want to talk to or listen. They can go. We can be done, whatever. But I wanted to say, if you're coming to Florida, that video, I'll explain to you. I tried a new lipstick today. Yeah, ever happened to you? It's so gross. It's been bothering me this whole time. If I had a tissue, I'd have wiped it. I know this is what you wanted to see at the end of the video. I know. Bloopers. Hashtag. Okay, so here's the thing. You're coming to Florida. Make sure you have your journal. I don't think I included that in the video, but that goes without saying, I am sure. However, I will say that in Vegas, many people showed up without their journal. So, this video is your reminder. Bring your journal. Bring a couple of pens. Bring whatever snacks you might need. We are providing your meals and your break snacks, okay? But if you have a special diet, bring what you need. And if you want to, take me up on the challenge. I said I was challenging everyone no drinking when we're in Florida together because it shuts down your intuition. And Kevin knows this because he was with us in Vegas. And Laura, you're texting me, but I'm still live, so I can't read your text. So you all, Yes, Ryan, this is Late Night with Elise, and I am acting crazy. Crazy! You know what, though, Ryan? I used to actually have a dream when I was younger that I would be on Saturday Night Live. I don't know what I would do because I'm really not that funny. I'm kind of a freak. Not a freak, but I'm kind of dorky and geeky. That's what I am. People often say that I'm like Elaine on, what's that show, you guys? It's so old school. Happened in New York with all those friends. And Elaine was always like dancing silly. Yes, no alcohol in Florida, she says. Yeah, you know what it is. Seinfeld. That's what it is. Anyway, that's what I would do, I suppose. Okay, you guys. Yes, Gina knows. Yes, Seinfeld. Yes. So any of you that have been on any of these incentive trips and we've got to go dancing in the evening, you've seen me. I love to just dance and have fun. I know they do, don't they? I should do a talk show on YouTube. But what would I talk about, Ryan? I don't know. I am so excited, though, to see you all in Florida. You just don't know. You just don't know. Like, I've been sitting down with intention, writing things, and usually I don't write much. I just, like, extemporaneously flow. Possibly that's a result of having written a lot of my thoughts and experiences down. I literally have a floor-to-ceiling bookshelf of journals. I have a floor-to-ceiling bookshelf of personal development books, even though I give them away all the time. And one of my favorite principles that you guys heard me say earlier was leaders are readers. Like, if you have any desire at all to be any type of leader in your business, read like you're obsessed with reading. Even if you were a person who maybe you didn't read much, or maybe you didn't do well in your reading classes or your language arts classes growing up. I don't know. I mean, I failed my public speaking class in college. And look at me now. I have thousands of people that watch my videos. It's crazy what we can change when we put our minds to it. When we get control of all of that negativity and self-doubt, and we build confidence through action, that's when everything changes. Everything will shift for you. So at our Level Up Retreat, that's what we're doing. We're doing more of this, deeper work with each of you individually, and you'll get to also observe that with everybody else. So it's going to be incredible because we're going to break through what's holding you back. Sound good? Okay, love you all, and I gotta run. I think Rob just got home, so I'm gonna go and put my kids to bed. Miranda is looking for her first book, so why don't you all, or no, that was your first book? I can't tell. Anyway, no, Kevin, I did not have a cafe. I probably should have. Hi, honey. How is it tonight? I'm on live. You can say hi. Come say hi. Here he comes. We're actually gonna see Rob live.
Hi.
How funny and cute is he? That wasn't a very good hi. Tell them something inspiring. He's like rolling his eyes at me. Seriously, he can. He's very good at this because he's unstoppable himself. Aren't you? We're talking about how to be unstoppable. Why don't you tell them what you think they could do to be unstoppable, because you don't know what I've said so far.
It's true, I don't. I just got home. I was just minding my own business. About to go in the hot tub. To be unstoppable, I think, first of all, you have to have complete and utter belief in yourself and not let anybody else define you or define what you can or cannot do. Because the only limitations that we have are those that we place on ourselves, really. And you can overcome those as well. But if you start letting other people tell you what you can and can't do, then you're in for a tough road. You have to have total belief in yourself, what your abilities are, and you have to be realistic about it as well, because maybe you lack certain abilities. Well, then you go out and you figure out what you can do to improve upon them and increase your capacity for business or learning or education, whatever it is.
Did you ever have a time in your life where you didn't believe in yourself?
Yeah, did when I was an adolescent.
What? That was it?
Pretty much.
Oh, he was born with it, you all. Oh.
No, I mean, I don't know. I guess when I was a younger person, teenager, I let other people's decisions influence me. And I was told I couldn't do things. And then I realized after having some successes that actually everything I've ever set out to do, I've been able to be successful at, whether it was, something at work, or it was something in school, or it was athletics.
Yeah.
I think that just having that belief in yourself it just goes so far. It's better than any other single thing, in my opinion, that you can do for yourself or have for yourself. You just got to know in your own heart that you can do it no matter what anybody else tells you, and that you will do it. And maybe you won't do it right the first time, maybe you won't do it the first time, but that doesn't mean you give up and stop trying.
Yeah, so what about failure?
Well, failure basically is a springboard to learning and to self-betterment, as far as I'm concerned.
I said that earlier too. Really? I said that.
Yeah, the way I look at it is, if you don't fail, you're not trying.
Yeah.
You're not really putting yourself out there, because to live a life without failure is utterly boring, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I always say, you don't know what your limits are unless you test them.
Yeah.
And so why would you want to live a life where you don't know what your limits are? And once I find my limits, then I take them up a notch.
Do you know what is interesting? And so often I hear from our team members that I'll be like, so what's your goal? Did you write it down? And they're like, no. And I say, why haven't you written it down? And they say, because I'm afraid if I write it down, I won't achieve it.
Well, fear is a good thing. I mean, honestly, Laird Hamilton, who is someone who I think is really influential in sport for me, and just sort of life and philosophy and fitness. He's got basically a mindset where he tries to make himself do something that scares him every single day.
Oh.
And I wouldn't say that I get that far, but I think definitely weekly, several times a week, monthly, whatever it is for you. I mean, do something that scares you, because those are the activities that take you out of your comfort zone. And when we're out of our comfort zone, that's when we make, we have real growth. If you're not getting scared, that means you're holding yourself back from doing something that can, really show your greatness.
Now, do you think people who are unstoppable hit a goal and then they just stop?
No. I was listening to a podcast today with 3 really successful people, and they were all talking about that exact question was actually posed to them, and they were saying that we all have goals, we all have things that we want to achieve, but when you achieve that goal, it's like when you get to the top of that mountain, then you look around, and this was actually the exact quote, when you get to the top of that mountain, you look around and you see all the other peaks that are up higher than you still. And so it really just leaves room for raising the bar again. You set a goal, because it's something that's literal, and it's something you can put your hands on, and it's an actual, physical thing per se. But when you get there, why would you stop?
Yeah.
Keep going. Set a new goal.
Seriously. So
Don't up it.
So one thing I've noticed with people who are unstoppable is they'll hit a goal, and as soon as they hit the goal, they'll celebrate very briefly. But it's really not about the bells and whistles and the recognition. Really, it's not. And as soon as they hit their goal, they already have a plan, a strategy for going on to their next goal, don't they? And boom, they're off and running again. And then people are like, how do they do it?
Yeah, I mean, even, there's a little bit of a dopamine hit, and you get excited about meeting it. But I would argue that people who meet goals become bored very quickly.
Yeah.
Or really, people who have a tendency to reach out and set new goals and achieve them and set new goals, they get bored if they don't have another goal. You need to have something that's stimulating you, that's encouraging you to work harder and to keep going and step it up.
So even still today, you demand more of yourself?
Always.
Why?
Well, first of all, partly I think it's into my nature, it's who I am, but I'm always out for improving myself, whether it's, reading things on the side, whether it's doing things for the business, whether it's my own fitness. I'm 42, I figure that I'm smarter and more fit and more experienced now than I've ever been. And why would you plateau? Why would you let yourself plateau and then quit and fall off? I want to be keeping on making strides, having new achievements, and then creating new goals my entire life.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm never going to stop.
So basically, being unstoppable is satisfying.
it's exceedingly satisfying.
Right? I mean, it's so rewarding to feel like you're limitless.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, clearly that is who you are because you were able to hop on this live stream and just go with it.
And it's not to say you have to be going full tilt 365 days of the year. We all have, periods and times and failures and things that set us back.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's really, it's the ability that we have to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off from those types of failures and, get back on the proverbial horse and go again that really differentiates someone who is going to do things with their life from someone who, has a setback and just gives up.
Yeah. So I
lives an ordinary life.
I read something so interesting in this book today that I will share with people. People who are unstoppable are so obsessed with what they're doing. You know who that is, I bet.
Never heard of them.
You have it. He coaches like Kobe Bryant and all these people, famous people. Anyway.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
What was I gonna say?
You got a quote from this guy?
I read lots from him today. I can't think of what it was. Stop it. Oh yeah, got it. People who are unstoppable. So in this book it talks about being good, being great, being unstoppable. The person who is unstoppable is the person who is so obsessed with their goal, it can become an addiction. Hello, speaking to you all. Rob's like, oh yeah, that's about me, right? So, because I can get that way. Like, that is how obsessed I'll get with my goals, with my business, with my mission to help as many people succeed as possible. And so in this book, it was interesting because it said you can look at some of the greatest athletes and celebrities and people who have succeeded greatly in their industry. They become so obsessed with their craft that they lose control of their ability and how they're relating to it. So they will pull back and take a break, which I did do for a few months last year, right? And then they come back with this like renewed focus, renewed strategy. They are on a mission and because they can get it back into balance again. So that is a normal part of the process of being unstoppable, according to Tim Grover, who has coached many of the most famous people that all of us relate to, Kobe Bryant being one of them.
Yeah, it's a natural cycle, and you have to do work to make sure that you have a balanced life too. And that's where I think people who are really super motivated, like Elise, they maybe fall short. And I mean, I'm guilty of this as well.
Yeah, we all are. I mean,
you charge so hard that you end up getting burnt out. But
it's part of your dark side.
Yeah, you have to maintain some sort of a balance because you got to remember that the business or whatever your goal is, in this case business, whether it's a sport or whatever, it's one small part of your whole entire life.
Yeah.
The rest of that is, I would prioritize this in the form of relationships. So, I mean, my relationship with my wife, my relationship with my children, my relationship with myself, the efforts that I place on keeping fit and healthy. I mean, all these different things also have to play, and you have to have time for yourself. You have to exercise. You have to spend quality time with your loved ones. It's about a lot more than just, killing it in business. And if you don't have that balance, if that balance gets thrown out, then something somewhere is going to suffer. So keep that in mind.
Always. So it's something that I think is an important part of the conversation when you are successful. And Rob and I are always very transparent, so we have no problem sharing that with you.
No. And I mean, I've always said, I work to live, I don't live to work. So you have to find what works for you.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that I or we don't work hard.
Right.
But my life is not dedicated to my profession.
Yes.
I work and I choose to do the type of work that I do so that I can earn a living, so that I can have the lifestyle I want. And really my life is all about, I guess my priority would be living a life that I've always dreamed about, doing the things that I want to do, being happy, having low stress. I like to play. And so playing and spending time outside and doing those things with my family is vitally important to me. And so you just have to, again, you have to create that balance in your life. Yeah, you work hard, work as hard as you can, build up what you need to, but don't forget about the other parts of your life.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you. Mwah. If you can't tell, the kids are like, Andrew, do you want to poke your head in? They want to see you now. He's getting ready for the hot tub, so he's shirtless. Hi. No, lean down so they can see your head. It's the whole family. The whole family teaches tonight. Andy, tell us about what it means to achieve something on your vision board, because he recently did.
Well, I got a 75-gallon aquarium, and I've always wanted one that big.
Yes.
And I finally did, so this is what, my 9th aquarium?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you all, I went
a lot.
into the boys' closet the other night, and I realized they have a vision board on the back wall of their closet. I mean, technically, that's what you guys created there. Did you know that?
Although I didn't exactly.
Well, you didn't know that's what it was called, but he really has followed a lot of the principles that we teach. Look, Laura says you're a mini Rob. He loves that. But anyway, both of our boys now, they're picking up on these, the way that we talk, right? They're hearing it. And so it is becoming part of their subconscious and the way that they believe the world is, and that the way they can show up in the world. It's pretty cool to see for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, what are you talking about? It's like, I'm out of here. All right, you all. That was fun. Got the cameo appearances from the family. Noah, you want to say hi? You didn't get to yet. Come here and pop in. Noah's going to pop in, too. Come here, Noah. Come on. They're all excited because they're going in the hot tub instead of going to bed. Hi. Here, hop up your head. This is Noah. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. He has kind of a cold. All right, you go in the hot tub. Okay, you all. Love you, and we'll talk to you soon. The towels are in the guest bathroom. Okay. And we will be in touch. I can't wait for you all to get the email that I'm sending to the participants down there in Florida. You got to have a little insight into my family here. How fun. Yes, I have my salt lamp. I actually have 2 there. One here and there, and that one's not on. Okay. Da-da-da! Yes, I'm still talking. It's been an hour. But whatever. I always say, whatever. Who cares? Not a big deal. I know all of our East Coasters, you're dropping off and going to bed, aren't you? Where are you? Good night. I love you. Hi, Gina. I'll see you soon. Okay, talk soon, guys. Bye.